Hi there, business owner. Are you looking to improve your business knowledge? Do you want to see behind the scenes of successful businesses? And more importantly, are you looking to build a better business in just 15 minutes each week? If so, you're in the right place. Welcome to the 3Bs podcast. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the 3Bs podcast, your go-to 15-minute episode to build a better business. As always, I'm your host, Stephanie. Hi. And today we're diving into a topic that's really important for every business, no matter what industry you're in, that I think often gets forgotten, and that's to enhance your customer experience. Now, a lot of service-based businesses think that doesn't apply to me, but it does. So whether you're running a product-based business or a service-based one, the way that you treat your customers can really make or break your success. We all know that word of mouth is incredibly important and referrals are massive, no matter what business you are in. So in this week's episode, I want to break down strategies for both types of businesses, whether you're product-based or service-based, so that you can take actionable steps and implement them now to improve your overall customer experience. I'm sure you've heard people talk about the customer journey, getting to you and buying from you. That's also included in this. But the experience your customer has is going to dictate whether they're going to tell other people about you. So it's really important to enhance it wherever possible so that you can build a better business. So let's get into it. Firstly, let me clarify what I mean by customer experience. I mentioned it just before, but it's not just about customer service and having a customer service team and replying to emails nicely. It is a big part of it though. Customer experience is the entire journey a customer goes through when interacting with your brand. From the first time they ever hear about you to when they purchase, also to the post-purchase follow-up, whether it's product or service-based. It includes everything. How easy it is to navigate your website, how responsive your team is when queries are mentioned, the unboxing experience for a product-based business, or how seamless the onboarding process can be for a service. So why does it matter? Customer retention is really important. So happy customers come back. And depending on the type of business you have, obviously product-based businesses, if you're selling a one-off product that people are only going to buy once in their lifetime, then customer retention is not something you probably keep a track of or look at. But they're also going to refer you to other people. So it's really important to still make sure that your customer retention is high, even if they're not coming back to buy from you, that the experience you leave them with means they're going to refer you to other people, because it's far more cost effective to retain a customer than acquire a new one. And I'm sure you've heard that phrase before, but when I say retain a customer, that can also mean getting somebody else they know to purchase from you. Word of mouth, positive experiences lead to organic marketing that you haven't got to spend time in, you haven't got to spend any money doing. People trust personal recommendations, and a delighted customer will often spread the word to many people. Differentiation. In competitive markets, if there's lots of you selling the same products or service in the same market, having that excellent customer experience can be what sets you apart from the others and makes you ahead of your competition. So let's break down how to enhance the experience for both product-based and service-based businesses, starting with product-based. If you sell physical products, your customer's journey involves more than just the items that they purchase. And this is where people forget. Everything from how they find your product to how they experience unboxing it. Like, that's the bit I think a lot of people forget. Having that incredible unboxing experience is also part of their customer experience. And if you can increase that to a higher level, they're going to have a better overall experience of you and therefore going to refer you to more people or come back and buy from you again. Here are some strategies to improve your customer experience for product-based businesses. So if you are online, which I presume most of you are now, your website or your point of sale or till system needs to be user-friendly and easy. Think of Amazon. Amazon have that one-click buy button. So if you see something on Amazon, people are just going to go, yeah, no, I want that. They aren't thinking about it. They're not having to press buttons and enter their card details. Make it as easy as possible for them to purchase from you, because by streamlining the purchasing process, it's going to give them a better overall experience. If it's quite difficult for people to buy from you, or your website's a little clunky, then all those little hoops that they've got to jump through to buy something makes them more likely to just abandon the purchase and not purchase from you at all. Investing in your packaging and unboxing experience. Now, there's two sides to this that I think are really important to talk about. So the unboxing experience can leave a real lasting impression on customers. I know I've purchased fragrance before, and when you open the package and it smells of that fragrance, it's just such a nice feeling as a customer. Also, things like little free gifts in the boxes. I know I have a client who sells clothing for children, and they put a little packet of Haribo in every order that they send out. And it's not a massive thing. It's not hugely expensive. And it's also not really labor intensive either. But it's that little thing that when they open their packaging, they think, oh, that's amazing. Thank you. Another one is my friend Jada at Face the Wolf. She was on a podcast quite a while ago, must be a year ago now. She is incredible at building a community, and she's a wonderful community, but she also sells makeup and skincare. And every single time I order from her, do I get a little extra something in the packet? Whether I ask for it or not, there's usually a packet of sweets or a little sample of a new product. All of these things make you feel as a customer like you're really valued. So I consistently buy from her because I know that she cares about me as a customer. Also, the other side of this is the eco-friendly and the sustainability. Sustainability is incredibly important as business owners, and I think we should all be as responsible as possible, especially if you're product-based and having to send out packaging and things like that. So if your packaging is eco-friendly, highlight that. Tell your consumers that you are eco-friendly, that you're striving to be more sustainable, because customers that are looking for brands that align with their values, that are eco-friendly, can give you that edge and help increase the purchases and help you to build a better business. And finally, for a product-based business, it doesn't end the minute they purchase from you. It doesn't end the minute that the returns window closes. Checking in post-purchase to make sure your customers feel valued and ask for that feedback can really help you to build a better business. So you can use things to automate this as well. You can automate things that 7 days after they purchase. We use Trustpilot. So 7 days after people purchase from us at the accountancy practice, they get an email 7 days later to ask them to leave us a review on Trustpilot or send us a testimonial to use in our marketing moving forward. Again, it's organic, free marketing that you've not had to do anything for. But checking in post-purchase can also make customers feel really valued. When you go in a restaurant, although I've noticed less more recently, but most of the time, once your food's been delivered to the table, 5 or so minutes later, the waiter or the waitress will come across and go, is everything okay with your meal? You should be doing that in business, specifically if you're product-based. Is everything okay with your product? If there's a faulty one, which, it happens in business, you don't want your customer to have a real sour taste in their mouth of you and your business and your products. By checking in with them, it might prompt them to go, oh, actually, I was going to message you because X, Y, and Z isn't correct. Offering technical support if you sell gadgets or electronics. Having that offer there, even if they don't take it up, is going to increase that experience that they have and make them feel valued and like it's not a risk buying your product, and that it's going to be a good product because you believe in it by offering those technical support, that 30-day warranty, whatever it may be. Now, for service-based businesses, it's obviously very different because you don't usually have the packaging. You're not sending a physical product to your customer. It's usually a service that you provide for them, and the customer experience is a little bit different because it's intangible. Building trust, that know, like, and trust, and delivering consistent quality is really important for service-based businesses and enhancing that customer experience. So here are some strategies that we use to enhance customer experience for our service-based businesses that I hope will help you to build a better business too. Number one is clear communication. In fact, I'm going to do a whole nother episode on clear communication because it's the pain point for nearly every business that I come across, that I work with. Even as a customer, poor communication is a real stumbling block that many businesses fall over on. So if you can get it right, and you can get that clear communication from start to finish consistent, then you're going to be ahead of your competition straight away because a lot of businesses don't do this. Service-based businesses thrive on building relationships, and that clear communication is the foundation stone of that. You need to make sure you set your expectations up front and maintain open communication throughout delivering that service. If things happen, and things happen in business, be upfront, be honest and transparent, and tell the client that the issues you're facing, or tell the client there's going to be a delay. Keep upfront, keep honest and open, and it really does make a huge difference. Communication is so important to me as a business owner that it's actually in the name of our accountancy practice. ABCS UK is accountancy, bookkeeping, communication and support. It's so important that we put it in our name because, again, that's where most companies fall down. So have a look at it now. Have a look at your communication channels and how it works if you're a service-based business, and see where you can improve. We're not perfect. There's always places that you can improve on, and it's important to address those wherever possible. Personalizing the experience. One of the key advantages of service-based businesses is that you can offer personalized, tailored services. You can use this to your advantage by really getting to know your customers and your clients and adapting your offerings to their needs. So Consulting firms and coaches are a prime example of this, because if you're a business coach, your advice is going to be personalized to the client. And checking into your client's specific goals makes them feel really valued and really heard and increases their experience. Also, you can offer follow-up sessions or personalized feedback to enhance the service that you're providing, which creates that ongoing relationship rather than just a one-off transaction. And as we've said earlier, it's much more cost-effective to get a client to rebuy from you than going to find a new one. Also, if those follow-up sessions are needed, that client is going to have an overall better experience at the end of it, a better result, and refer you to more people. And you're going to increase your sales by providing those follow-up sessions. And finally, prioritize speed and convenience. So it's very likely that your clients are hiring you as a service provider because they either need the help or the expertise that they don't have themselves, or don't have time to learn themselves, or they don't have enough time as it is in their business. So a lot of clients will come to ABCS UK because they don't have time to look after their books. They don't have time to do their profit and loss. They don't have time to do their VAT returns. They don't have time to learn all the complex financial knowledge and the constantly changing rules. So they outsource to a service-based business like us. Now, making sure that you're delivering that service quickly and efficiently is really key to helping them be satisfied, them to feel good about you, and then refer you to other people. Automating processes for invoices, reminders, little things like that can make a massive difference to business owners. I was on a call with a client yesterday who said that they've started to do more one-on-one work instead of group work and are invoicing them. And I said, "Oh, how are you invoicing them?" Because I know they're not doing it on their accounting system because I can see it. And they go, "Oh, I've just made a template on Canva." I said, we can do it in Xero. We can do it. We can get it running smoothly. We can automate the payment for you. We can do everything. And then when it comes to my side, everything's already in there. And I'm not having to chase you for copies of those invoices and then add them to the accounting system. It's more efficient. It's more streamlined. And the client will be able to log on at any point and see who still owes him money and who doesn't in the business. It makes complete sense, but actually it's a service offering that I didn't realize the client needed. So that's a learning point for me. But actually by giving them that, they've got a much smoother experience. They're getting better results. They're getting everything easier and more time for them to do what they're good at. So why would you invest in customer experience, and why is it worth it? So I truly believe no matter what type of business that you're running, whether it's product-based or service-based or even a hybrid of both, investing in that customer experience really can pay off. And it's not just about making a sale. It's about creating long-term relationships with your customers, whether that's product-based ones that buy again and again, or service-based ones that maybe you deal with every single month, which will lead to repeat business and word-of-mouth referrals. Yes, it's going to take some time in your business to work things out. Trial and error, it's really important no matter what. But it is important to take this time out of your business to work on increasing and enhancing that customer experience. A happy customer is going to be a loyal one. They're less likely to go elsewhere. And improving that customer experience means that you're going to spend less on acquiring new customers because you've got capacity being taken up by the repeat existing customers. I'm going to go on and on about positive word of mouth, because when customers have a great experience, they talk about it. This kind of organic marketing is invaluable because it's free, it's not taking any of your time, and the people that are getting that recommendation is from people that they trust. It's their friends, their family, or their colleagues. So if you're a service-based business and your client is teaching their client, which has happened to me, and they've mentioned that, "Oh, my husband's business needs a new accountant," and they're like, "Oh my God, mine's amazing. You need to talk to them." I've not had to do anything but provide the service that I've always provided to my client, but they are confident in what I can do. So I've now got new leads because of that. And I've not had to do any work, any extra work for that. If you're a product-based business, how many times have you had a great meal somewhere at a restaurant, or you've bought something you've seen on Amazon or on the television and you've got, "Oh my God, this is amazing. I need to tell everyone about it." So over coffee, you're like, "Oh, have you seen the latest perfume? Or have you seen the latest movie from so-and-so?" This word of mouth thing all helps you to build a better business. And as I've said, it's so important that in this crowded market that you make your customers feel valued, wanted, and that you appreciate them, because that is the factor that will help set you apart from others in your industry. I really hope that was a useful episode for you. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the 3Bs podcast. If you did find it useful, I'd love for you to subscribe on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you're listening or watching the 3Bs podcast. Share the episode with a fellow business owner and leave us a rate or review. Like a 5-star review means absolute world to me. You will know as business owners how it feels when you get that 5-star review or that great bit of feedback, and it means the same world to me too. Let me know how you're enhancing your customer experience, and don't forget to tune in next week for next week's episode. See you later. And that brings us to the end of another episode of the 3Bs podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Please connect with us on social media. like, rate and review wherever you are listening to this podcast so that I can help more business owners build a better business. See you next week.